comp that from both sides, really. I think both sides had a very strong team composition that brought actually, no, it is actually the same order for each team. Like both Tribe banned Malphite with their first ban both times. Misfortune with their second both times. Aurelion Sol and Camille being the first
lane matchup in the bottom lane, which is going to be Xayah and also Rakan, which their mobility makes it pretty hard for Alistar to especially threaten. So I think this is actually going to be a really nice idea. The Xayah Rakan for Na'Vi, I think, is going to work out fine. And there you go. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Akali for Garen once more. He was clinical on game 1, and he's going to try and repeat that amount of success into the second game. And I said it. 2-0 is a completely different ball game than just taking one single match away from Tribe. So, Na'Vi, let's see if they can make it happen. I think that if they do take it 2-0, that would be the biggest surprise we had yet throughout the entirety of this.
Keeping them lower than yourselves. Obviously, if you just win every single match, it doesn't matter if you go 2-0 or 2-1, you're going to be in first place. But it keeps you, that gives you a little bit of security in case you do drop a series at any point. So you want to get as many of these 2-0 sweeps as you can, just to keep your top spot as safe as possible. Of course, Na'Vi did actually suffer a loss in their first matchup, so getting 2-0s for them especially is incredibly important to try and keep themselves at the top, up near the top of the standings.
Especially for Team Kesso. If Na'Vi take this 2-0, this is actually Team Kesso actually being ahead of Tribe, because Tribe have 3 points off of the win earlier of Team Kesso versus Futbolist. Is actually a great showing. They are now currently in second position, technically, and Tribe, to catch up, need 2 games, 1 to be even, and 2 games to actually secure that second slot. So Team Kesso are watching this, and they are being as happy as can be. So they're loving it. They might be able to be the team to contest with Trovo Nova into the finals on the 27th of March. So this is going to be one big expectation subverted. It will be great. But then the bottom side, they're going to go for the engage right off the bouncer. Garen on the Akali. And unfortunately, there's not much you can really do despite using the barrier. That is going to be first blood once again, going the way of Tribe. And they are going to be all looking like to be in a very good position. They're trying to make sure they don't lose early on like they did game 1 versus Na'Vi. So that is just overall a really good rotation, and why Lee Sin is so good in the early stage.
We need to take a moment here to talk about what Tribe has done this game. This is unbelievably intelligent for what they expected the lane swap to come through from the side of Na'Vi. They read it perfectly. They sent their duo lane to the bottom so that they could have the numbers game against the Akali. They get that dive onto Akali, but what they also did on the other side was they put Orianna in the Baron lane to start against that lane swap. Orianna is incredibly safe and has that AoE to clear out minions. And look at how much faster Tribe is able to take down their turret. They're now able to stop the turret take in the top lane because they did it so quickly, because they pulled down the Fiora into that bottom lane to get that 4-man on the turret too. Now they are going to be in a little bit of a go as they maybe stay a little bit too long, but they do trade. This is huge for Tribe.
Friend being a little too friendly there. Flash on forward from Doom. Not going to be working out. Rakan going to go for the engage with a grand entrance. They're also low on the side of Na'Vi. Hey, Reaper, if you're not engaged, this could be a golden opportunity, but he is not going to do so. He's only level 4, does not have the Ragnarok app unavailable to avoid any CC, so he's going to be going back. But as you said, such a clean early game rotation and just macro mechanic from the entirety of Tribe. And they get now a rather already significant gold lead up of just 1.5 thousand, which in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you don't see that happen all the time.
Yeah, I want to know who made that shot call for the side of Tribe, because that is the biggest brain play we have seen here in the early goings of Wildrift. And that was so smart to put the Orianna in that up against what they expected to be the duo lane. Let the Fiora have the mid lane, it's whatever. That's not the point isn't to have the Fiora in the mid lane. It was to put the Orianna in against the duo to prevent them from being able to push in. You then get that 4-man rotation onto the bottom turret, and then rotate up top. They get another kill here as well with this rotation with the Lee Sin, with the lane swap here for Doom. And this is such a good start. 2-0-1 on a Draven early on. This is going to be terrifying, although Garen is looking to try and equalize things.
Maybe to do something. Instant dash. Lee Sin is taken down. Looking even for double. Going to go for the ulti. Long range. Going to be able to hit it. This is looking amazing for Doom. And there you go. One of the champions in the game was the earliest AD stats and the biggest stats in the early stage. He was looking clinical once more. Though Snitch going to drag you for the frag. Will be able to find it for himself. This is looking great. 2 kills in a row. No, man, this is a completely different Tribe to what we saw in game 1. And they are dominating in every single way of the term.
GG, go next. GG, go next. This one is basically over at this point. With a Draven getting this fed early on, they're now going to rotate onto Mumu as well. That's going to be a very dead Xayah. Although, actually, Xayah able to turn it around with the shielding, provided Rakan able to get in here as well. I have to eat my words here. This is now finally Mumu will fall, but it took so incredibly long, and Mumu was also able to get a kill there. But now moving up towards this dragon, Doom is just running people down.
I don't know. It's just Na'Vi not able to find an answer. They're just now struggling. You said it. This is you just want to go to the next game. Really, Na'Vi, they're just not really the best comeback also composition. So they do have Gragas and Xayah with some good CC potential, especially on that Blade Caller, that could be making these opportunities golden for them, but it's just not going to be enough in the grand scheme of things. Emperor Duck, he's got the smite ready to go, thanks to Doom being there also. That's going to make sure that they can secure it. First Ocean Drake going away of Tribe. And Na'Vi at this stage of the game, especially checking out the itemizations of first few items are getting purchased already for both sides, which is looking good for both teams. But at the end, especially, this is a scaling composition. If Draven gets in a good spot, he's currently 4-0 in his KD. He's going to just bring so much damage to these next 5-star coming up. And especially, he's just so good at scaling early on. If you get ahead of the enemy team and just keep taking fights with a Draven, it just makes it so hard for Na'Vi to find those comeback opportunities as Mumu. And have to use maybe his ult to try and avoid the CC, but he just can't even do so as he didn't have the ultimate available. And that's going to be an easy 9th kill going away of Tribe. And yeah, I just can't see it happen for Na'Vi here.
I do like what Navi's doing, at least. Again, they're playing smart for the situation they're in by keeping the map split. You know, yes, Doom is going to be able to, anyone Doom goes after, they die. Like, that's just, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. He's so far ahead. But by keeping the map split, you're still able to make things happen at least a little bit. Yes, you know, you basically are sacrificing someone to Doom, but you're making a play happen elsewhere. You know, while Doom was getting that kill onto Mumu, we saw Garen actually got a kill in the top lane as well and got a little bit of pressure on there. They were able to finally take down that top turret, but now here in the middle, it's going to be Leon getting jumped on here, but has the help of Snitch for a little bit of extra shielding and survivability.
The moment you know that Shockwave is available for those engages, you just want to avoid it at all costs. It's not an ability that you really want to face up against. Emperor Duck gets an easy herald for his team. Though, I like what Na'Vi are doing here. They're going to be trying to get himself a little bit of extra push towards the bottom side. That's some more gold influx going their way to try and diminish that gold lead or at least tank it as much as possible. Then the top side, you're going to have another push from Tribe. Friend, Emperor Duck, and Doom are ready to go. They can even go for the kill onto Sky if they want, but Gragas is just going to peel away from that fight entirely. And they are doing a little bit of cross-mapping here, but thanks to the Draven, they're finding those towers so quickly. It's not even funny to deal with on the side of Na'Vi. They're into the bottom side. They get 2 plates. Leon not going to... Is he going to go for the 1v2? No, Leon he just might do so. Blade Caller's going to go for the root. He's going to have the repost coming on through. Leon is actually going to be golden in that one potentially, and he's going to have to move on back. But now to the top side, they're going to go for the Inhib Tower. Going to take quite a bit of damage on through. But Garen looking for the squishy. Trying to go for the engage eventually. Shockwave on 2 targets. Into the Draven engage 2. There's not much that Na'Vi can do. And Emperor Duck, he's feeling so confident. He's diving in already. And we're just 7 minutes in. And already the Inhib Tower in top is down in just 7 minutes. That is such a quick game from Tribe. And Na'Vi just can't respond at this stage.
Yeah, Doom is so strong. He's able to just chunk down those turrets. They saw multiple members from Na'Vi still in the bottom lane, and they just decided to continue on pushing. They even got a fight under the opponent's Inhib turret. As you mentioned, 7 minutes in, using that Rift Herald as well to great effect to secure that turret. Now there's super minions so early on, and unlike, you know, PC League, those super minions don't stop. They are just going to continue pouring in through that top lane. And Doom, again, is just so far ahead. 9,500 gold in his coffers. The next highest gold in the game is 7,500. And we're only 8 minutes in. So the side of Na'Vi, the only way they can get themselves back in this game is if they make some sort of concerted effort or concentrated effort in taking down Doom. But that is so difficult between the Orianna shielding, shockwaves, the dragon kick from Lee Sin, as well as the shielding, Alistar headbutting and pulverizing people away from him. He has so much, there's so many tools for Tribe to protect Doom in these situations. They get the ultimate out of Mumu as well, and they're going to have to just retreat off this mid lane.
Not too sure why that was going to be a not coming out from Mumu. He's going to be not even available for the next engage, unfortunately. Though you got to be careful. CC engage, headbutt pulverize onto onto your boy Reaper, and he's going to have to use his
big ult.
yeah, that's a big ulti. That's going to be out for the next fight, and this is something that Tribe, they're going to use that information to their full advantage. Though they're going to collapse on top of Leon, but Leon going to be able to dodge the initial engage from Garen. That's still going to be a lot of damage. Going to be forced to flash away. The explosive cask also used away. That's going to be an extra big ulti used out. And Na'Vi are using a lot of these resources really for not much. Shockwave into the mid lane. They know that Reaper, once again, does not have that Ragnarok up, so that can easily be bullied away. And that might just be an extra play. And more gold, once again, coming in the pockets of Tribe. They are just looking to... They're being also so good in the sense that they're not doing any big mistakes. They just got the lead and they're just playing so clinically in that macro fight. Dragon's Kick onto Mumu, put him in such a bad position. He will be able to survive the initiation. And now they're pushing him back away. That's good. They find Dooms. That was the win condition we mentioned earlier here. And Tribe now, they're going to be trying their best. Though Leon looking great, going straight for the backline onto Juicy and also on top of Garen. But he's taking so much damage, maybe trying to get the heal last second. Can he get the last basic stat? Yes, he can. He gets the heal coming on through, and now it's a turnaround for Tribe. A double kill gun in the hands of Snitch, and Na'Vi on the back foot in their own base and can't do anything about that fight.
Yeah, they do at least get some kills off of that. They get the shutdown onto Doom, but it's just not enough. Doom has gotten the team such a big lead from all the turret gold they've taken, the objectives they've secured across the map, and Tribe continuing to push on through here in the mid lane now. But now it looks like a big stop here.
That Shockwave is just almost able to save Friend, but he's going to go down eventually. Gragas going to go for the explosive cask. He's not been having a huge success rate with those. Redemption going to get the last second heal, keeping Tribe just a little bit more survivability on the board. So Na'Vi going to have to move away from that fight entirely. But the shutdown, especially on Doom, is going to bring a lot of gold. He was 5-0 before that one. I'm not too sure who was the one to find that kill at the end. I think it might be Garen, but not sure 100% about that fact. But whoever's able to get it, that's some good gold going straight into their pocket, maybe allowing them to get in a good spot. But now the gold lead is slowly ramping up to a gold lead of 7,000 in 11 minutes. That's really not too bad. That's going to be Tribe really looking to play consistent. They're not taking any big risk, and now they're going to go straight for the Baron to make sure they can easily secure this game after that. They could get contested away, as Olaf is just around the corner. He's got himself the smite ready to go at any time, but if he decides to commit to it, we know he's going to go down, but he can't afford to lose it. Going to get pushed away. Jump on forward. He steals it with the smite. That's going to be insane. Wizard Ragnarok also, he's going to be actually able to trade himself a kill onto Emperor Duck. That's amazing. Jungler for jungler, and gets the Baron. That's exactly what Na'Vi needed to try and survive even longer in this game.
Hero play coming out from Ghost Reaper to get the Baron steal and get a kill as well to top it off and make that really truly worth. But now it's still going to be a tough defense for Tribe because there is still a lot of power, or excuse me, a lot of power on the side of Tribe. So Na'Vi are going to be able to push them away for now, stall this game out a little bit longer. This is all you can really hope for. Once you fall this far behind, you just have to delay the game as long as you can until you get a couple more items in your pockets and you're able to try and contest your opponents. So a big Baron steal, absolutely clutch from Ghost Reaper to secure that one over for the side of Na'Vi. And now, I mean, there's a chance that it's still very much a lead, but it's only a 4,000 gold lead in total for the side of Tribe now. They still have to worry about those super minions in the top lane, but with a Baron buff, they're going to be able to deal with these minions a lot more effectively for the next couple minutes.
Yeah, because that Nib Tower they found just 5 minutes ago, actually a little bit more than that, 5 minutes and 30 seconds, it enabled them to just keep natural pressure and forcing a response from Na'Vi every few minutes or so. And that is where Tribe could be striking when they know that there's someone split pushing and taking care of the top side. There is going to be that teleport, of course, available for Garen on the Akali, so you can just take care of the top lane, teleport back into the fight. The thing is with teleport, I have an issue with the animation itself, and the wind-up animation is rather long, so it is very predictable and you know exactly when that Akali is going to land, potentially enabling you to go for some big CC engages and deny Garen entirely before that fight even starts in the first place. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to be in the top side, and Tribe just going to be forcing that wave under tower once again. But the next Drake is coming up very soon. It's going to be a Mountain Drake, not the best of them all, but that shield could still allow Tribe to just be a little bit more dominant in those engages for the long term.
Yeah, Mountain Drake does spawn. Everyone from the side of Na'Vi recalls or goes to top side to push. So they are giving this one up. They know that they really can't contest on a 5v5 fight. So they try and get something off of this, but it's really just going to be pushing out this top lane a little bit further. They're not going to get this onto the turret with themselves to be able to crash down. Just going to hope those minions can get a little bit of work in before the next wave of super minions does come through. And so for the side of Navi, again, just keeping those super minions as far away from their base is what you need to do. It buys you that little bit of extra time because, as we've been saying, with those super minions pushing, it keeps pressure on. So when you push those minions far enough out, you are buying yourself extra time of not having that, effectively fifth man of pressure coming through. So good job by Navi, again, playing extremely smart from behind here. As Bragas is going to be in a position to maybe make a play. They're pinging out this Lee Sin, but he is 1v1 here. This could be dangerous, as now the rest of Tribe are collapsing in on mid lane as well.
They're looking for the tower. It was down to just 600 HP earlier. Now that's going to be an easy pickup. Reaper going to get knocked away, but he's still got himself the Ragnarok available for the next fight. Okay, a little bit of a redemption coming on through. Not going to be doing too much, but regardless, just going to be sending away a few players of Na'Vi in that position. Garen, you've got to be careful. Don't get too deep. Seems like they're looking to maybe find closure in this one. They're already knocking on the door in the enemy base. And one big thing that we didn't talk too much about for... Oh, great engage actually for Garen. Going to force him back. Ultimate use for Fiora. Leon going to go for the dive. A little bit too deep, I would say, but he's still got the GA, so he's feeling rather confident. Low ulti also from Dooms, trying to get some extra pin damage. Explosive cast. Leon going to be really deep. He's going to have to flash away to safety. A little bit scary for him indeed. Now engage onto the Xayah, but Mumi could easily ult his way to safety. I think this is Tribe maybe try-harding a little bit too much on that one. Sure, they do find the Gragas, but they are rather low. I would not take that risk. GA is going to get popped on Leon, so for the next fight, that will not be available. Gets to root on the Blade Caller. But yeah, I think that Tribe, there was a lot of effort for really... not much. Sure, they do find a kill, but they may be looking to actually close off this game. So Alex Shroud going to keep Garen in just a little bit of an incognito mode. And at the end, is not going to be much found. But they still get himself some extra plates down in the bottom lane. So that could make it even easier for them to close off the game at the end stage.
Yeah, would have liked to see Tribe be a little bit more patient in the bottom lane. They had those supers pushed up into the base, courtesy of Emperor Duck on this Lee Sin, who went up and pushed that lane in. And so you could have just waited, let that pressure come build from those super minions. Someone from the side of Navi does have to go answer that, and then you take your opportunities there. But they thought they would be able to get that kill onto Garen, which would have been huge if they had gotten it. So I don't fault them for trying to make those plays happen, but then just kind of kept going in and out. We're a little back and forth underneath the opposing turret. Weren't able to secure any of the kills they wanted, got themselves low. They're still very much in control. It's not like that was a throw or anything of the sort, but I feel like if they had been a little bit more patient, a better opportunity likely would have presented itself. Now Garen going in, he's going to be able to dash out to safety, but he is very low.
The Shockwave is going to be big once more, though. Unbreakable Will. Fom Friend is going to keep him alive for so damn long. And Mimi also trying to zone away. Really good usage also of the Blade Caller. Fiora, Leon's going to be joining the party a little bit late, but that's okay. Emperor Duck going to go on deep. He's still got the GA, so he's feeling damn confident. He will get knocked down eventually at some time. He will get back up in just a bit. And they're really trying, but Na'Vi, I've got to say, they are making the most out of a bad situation. And I think they are giving it really their best shot. But without any Nip turrets remaining, they know they have to take care of these minions. That's an easy Baron pickup going away off Tribe. And I think that we are in the finishing moments of this game, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, with one inhib turret down, comebacks are very much reasonable. Once you get 2 down, and especially 3, it is so difficult to try and mount a comeback because you pretty much can't leave your base. You are just stuck, and it allows the opposition to just take control, take every single objective they want. They got themselves the Baron. The Elder Infernal Dragon has spawned now, and again, we're going to see Navi. They have to try and contest this, but Tribe can just play this patiently. They're not even going to play patiently. That's a friend going on in, knocking everyone away, and here comes the rest of Tribe.
Yeah, Leon is just memeing at this point. They need some milk. Na'Vi, there's nothing they can do. That's going to be also the Ragnarok coming out for Molaf, but at the end, the damage is still going to take him down. Shrew can block CC, but not death. And now it's just going to be, as I said, the closing moments of this game. Garen falls on down. Triple kill going away of Leon on this one. He's going to be looking potentially for Quadra in the finishing moments. And that is going to be game number 2. Going away of Tribe. And we said it, a 2-0 for Na'Vi. That would be a big statement, but they're not able to make it happen just yet. And that is going to be us making it a 2-game
here from both sides. Again, Tribe got that huge lead off of their early plays, the early decision-making and macro movements. And Na'Vi played phenomenal.